Welcome back. We have so much more to tell you about. I mean, December is when our calendar gets a little thick. We have a little folder we keep upcoming listings in, and it grows and grows and grows until January. Then there's nothing in it.
Yeah. It's funny. It is. But it's a nice way to blow out the end of the year.
Exactly.
There's so much to do in a wide variety. The Berkeley Springs Book Festival. This is their second annual, I believe, and it's it's set up to feature local artists and local authors.
Well, I like the five. There's five local Berkeley Springs authors there, and there's going to be about 20 from the region. Most of them have new releases, so I think that's great. There, Lauren Carr, she's a mystery writer. You should know her. She's from Charlestown. Robert Flanagan, he also does mysteries. John Douglas, we just had a feature in him in this past Sunday's paper. He wrote a little mystery, like real life mysteries and ghost stories. And Tim Rowland, who we know and love here at the Herald-Mail. So, I mean, there's a bunch of things going on there. And that day, too, there's going to be, I just think it's nice that Berkeley Springs is having this book festival. They are a very artsy town, and it is about time that they had something to celebrate the arts.
And there are a lot of local authors, some who are well known, like Tim Rowland, well known in the area, and some who are just folks who have written a story. And it may be of limited interest, it may be of wider interest, but this is a nice way for the public to see them, talk to the authors, check out the books, and it's of course, Christmas season. So if there's a good book, pick it up and you can give it to a friend.
Well, let's put that information up on the screen. That's the Berkeley Springs Books Festival. That's 10 to 4 on Saturday at the Ice House. That's on the corner of Independence and Mercer Streets in downtown Berkeley Springs. It's free to get in. You do have to pay for the books before you leave. And there's a phone number and a website on the screen. Now, there's a big event happening in Hancock. It's the Roots Music Concert. I just think this is great. I'm sorry, not in Hancock, but in Berkeley Springs. Berkeley Springs is like the happening. We're going to talk about another event, too, coming up about Berkeley Springs. But I think that this is great because they're going to have music there, the 19th century tunes, the bluegrass, blues, and originals. Hancock Civil War String Band's going to be there.
Yeah, that would be fun to catch.
Well, we actually have a little video of them. Let's go ahead and show them. They make me, the Amazing Grace. What a beautiful song for them to perform on. I just love that type of music.
And they like to portray the time, even down to their dress.
Well, and Robbie Mann and musicians from the Bluegrass degree program at Glenville State College. I love the fact that you can actually get a degree in bluegrass.
Well, I thought that was kind of funny, but then because bluegrass is it's
Americana.
It's folksy, as opposed to say, but jazz also grew up out of from the people, and yet you can get degrees in jazz. So I thought, well, I guess there's history, there's the style, there's different styles, there's different instruments, so it made sense.
Well, let's put that information up on screen. We have the Roots Music Concert. That's 7:30 Friday night. That's at the Ice House we just mentioned a minute ago. This time it takes $5 to get in. It's definitely worth the ticket price. Tickets will be available at the door. You can call the phone number or go online to the website. So another event in Berkeley Springs. This is the happening, if you don't have anything to do. Berkeley Springs is such a lovely town.
It is.
I love it. I love it. And you can
very walkable. I mean, it's small, compact. Things are close together. So there's downtown, there's commercial development, there's the hotel, there's a park. I mean, you can walk from one to the other. It doesn't take you forever.
I love the antique place. I spend hours and hours in there. So they're going to have this holiday art fair, too, in conjunction, really, with the book festival. So one artist for another art. So there's going to be the local and regional artists are going to be selling their wares, and it's sponsored by Art in the Park. Art in the Park, they have that all summer long.
Right, monthly, and again, it's featuring local artists that bring their ware, and it's it's nice stuff. It's good. These are people who do crafts with a real flair for art. So it's not just like you and I might do, but it's really something that is almost juried. It's really high quality.
Well, here's the thing too about going to Berkeley Springs this weekend. If you don't want to fight the malls or Walmart and stuff like that, here's a nice place to go out. It's a little drive to get out there, but you're going to have actual original art that you can take home and use for Christmas presents. Buy yourself a present. That's what I usually do. I buy myself a little present, then buy everybody else a present.
Well, let's get that information up on the screen. That's the Holiday Art Fair. and it's in downtown Berkeley Springs at the Country Inn. That's 110 South Washington Street. It's from 10 a.m. to 5 p.m. Saturday, the 30th, and free admission to get in. There's a phone number there if you want to call for more information. Now, this is kind of cool. There's I was never as a kid bitten by the model railroad bug,
Right.
but only barely. I really like toys. I mean, when I was a kid, I was big with playing with toys. I had a brother who was just 2 years younger, and we did a lot together. So, model railroads sort of interested me, but I would never actually had one to play with, so I was never bitten. But there's a lot of local clubs
Right.
and who have terrific layouts. This is the Waynesboro Model Railroad Club. They have an open house several weekends through December and into January even. And they've got 4 different sizes of gauges, O gauge, HO gauge, N gauge. They have Thomas the Tank Engine, very big with kids, very popular with kids. My kids watch it on TV all the time. And so it's interactive, but it's also, you can see all these trains moving around and through some really nice terrain. So that's a plus. That's fun to go to, even if you haven't been bitten personally by the bug. It's fun to see.
Well, I like the fact that it takes art and it takes history.
Yes,
Combines it.
yes, and
Because,
engineering. It's got to work, or they just sit there
Exactly.
and look at you. Let's get that information on the screen. That's the Waynesboro Model Railroad Club open house, 1 to 5 Sundays in December and in January. Selected. You should go to their website, which is there on the screen. It's free to get in. They do accept donations, and it's in Zilliger between Waynesboro and Greencastle.
Well, we just have a couple minutes. We're going to talk about the Roarsville Cornet Band. They've been around forever. This is Holly Feather's last performance as director. She will still continue to be part of the band, so don't worry. She'll be there. They're going to be doing holiday favorites. They are a favorite band in Roarsville.
They are, yes, and they have been around literally for like 150 years, a long time.
So they're going to have a lighted flagpole and bulletin board will be dedicated to that night. So plenty to do. Let's get that information up on screen. That's the Roarsville Concert Band, the 3 p.m. Sunday at Roarsville Band Hall. And that's the Main Street, downtown Roarsville. And the concert's free. Give it a call if you have any questions on how to get there. Oh my gosh, so many things.
And if you want to submit your event to us, you can submit that online directly at allhagerstown.net, or you can send it by email to lifestyle@hagerstown.com. I'm sorry, at Herald-Mail.com.
And as always, be sure to catch us next week.